pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 5. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Back to throw. Eason. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
On the ready. Right there. 56. Let's go. General West. Hey, Delta. Hit it.
To throw on second down. Eason. Open man there is Malone. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Eason. That's caught. It's Malone. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or... Too shy of the 10.
To Josh Malone. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Ready.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Oh, here we go. Oh, check.
Hey, Jet. Get up.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Real set.
They'll run on first down. James. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 14-yard line.
Real set.
Hey, we gotta get to that.
Ready.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Here's James. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Mike 17. Double time. Hey.
Off of play action, Darnold. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 17. Mike. Ready. Here we go, G.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Down. 90 Wolf. Hey, Foxtrot. Come.
55. Mike 55.
Let's go.
2nd and 15. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Alpha! 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Check, young lady. No. Red 80.
On 2nd down now, it's James. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Bravo!
3rd and 2, Darnold. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On the ground, it's James. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Check the backer. Alert 3. Check. Crunch. He's coming. Double up. He's
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 3. Lady. Red 80. Jim.
Darnold from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Jaguars 14, Steelers 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 22, Darnold throwing left side. It's complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. James. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
24 is the mark. I got one.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the Steelers' 48-yard line.
Hey, Zoo. Here goes.
Off play action. Eason. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Bandit.
Five. Get it.
Looking to throw. Eason. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
And the Jaguar first down.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eason. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, 80. Hey, turn it up. Like that.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. Yannick Ngakoue in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Darnold. They'll roll him out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. On second down, Dobbins. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Go! 70, Indy. 56. Hey, let's go.
To throw on third down. Eason looking deep downfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down now, it's James looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Darnold. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They run it with James. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play action. It's Darnold. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Darnold. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Protein spill. Hey, lock it. Check.
Looking to throw. Eason. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, Eason. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Big stop, let's go.
Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
60-1.
From the gun, Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me. Here you go, young lady. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have pressure.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 1st down, James. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Darnold now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Darnold. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go. Here we go.
To throw is Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Going top shelf. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 81 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Throwing again is Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go. The ball ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go. Let's do this.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. 49, check 49, check 49.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And a big loss this here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Back to throw. Eason looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check 50. Check 43.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I like
where we're going with this. You say one to represent, like the